Friends, in last lecture we have discussed about cement and its properties in detail, which type of a test to be conducted for finding out the quality of cement. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss about procedure for manufacturing of cement. Myself, Ranjit Jugdar, Assistant Professor, Shri Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Yadra. Cement manufacturing process. There are various stages of cement manufacturing. There are six main stages of cement manufacturing process. Since cement is a worldwide use material and the consumption of cement is also contributing in development of country, we have to study in detail manufacturing process of cement so as to know how the quality can be improved during the manufacturing process. The first stage is finding out the raw material extraction in quarry. The raw cement ingredients needed for cement production are limestone, that is calcium, sand, and clay, that is silicon, aluminium, and iron, shale, fly ash, mill scale, and bauxite. The ore rocks are quarried and crushed to smaller pieces of about 6 inches. Secondary crusher or hammer mills then reduce them to even smaller sizes of 3 inches. After the ingredients are prepared for pyroprocessing, means all the ingredients are extracted and then grinded for smaller size up to 3 inches to 6 inches. In second stages, the grinding, proportioning and belting is done. The crushed raw ingredients are made ready for the cement making process in the kiln by combining them with additives and grinding them to ensure the fine homogeneous mixture. The composition of cement is proportioned here depending on the desired properties of the cement. Generally, limestone is 80% and remaining are 20% is the clay. In the cement plant, the raw mix is dried. Moisture content reduces to less than 1% of water. Heavy wheel type of rollers and rotating tables blend the raw mix and then the roller crushed it is fine powder to be stored in silos and fed to the kiln. Since the particle size of cement has important role for its further properties such as setting time, heat of hydration, specific gravity, we have to take care of all the grinding procedure from stage first. Stage 3 is regarding preheating of raw materials. A preheating chamber consists of a series of cyclones that utilizes the hot gases produced from the kiln in order to reduce energy consumption and make the cement making process more environment friendly. The raw materials are passed through here are turned into oxides to be burned into the kiln. Phase 4. In this stage, the kiln phase is operative. The kiln is the phase is the principal stage of the cement production process. Here, clinkers are produced from the raw mix through the series of chemical reactions between calcium and silicon dioxide compounds. Though the process is complex, the event of clinker production can be written in the following sequences. Evaporation of free water. Evolution of combined water in the argillaceous compounds, calcination of calcium carbonates, that is CaCO3, to calcium oxide, that is CaO, reaction of calcium oxide with silica to form dicalcium silicate. Next, reaction of calcium oxide with the aluminum and iron bearing constituents to form the liquid phase. Formation of the clinker nodules. Evaporation of volatile constituents, that is sodium, potassium, chlorides and sulfurs. Reaction of excess calcium oxide with dicalcium silicate to form tricalcium silicate. The above events can be condensed into the major stages based on the change of temperature inside the kiln. 100 degrees centigrade, that is 212 degree Fahrenheit, evaporation of free water is carried out. At 100 degree centigrade or 212 degree Fahrenheit to 430 degree centigrade or 800 degree Fahrenheit, dehydration and formation of oxide of silicon, aluminum and iron is done. At 900 degree centigrade or 1650 Fahrenheit or 982 degree centigrade to 1800 Fahrenheit, CO2 is evolved and CaO is produced through calcination process. At 1510 degree centigrade or 2750 degree Fahrenheit, cement clinker is formed. The kiln is angled by 3 degrees to the horizontal to allow the material to pass through it over a period of 20 to 30 minutes. By the time the raw mix reaches the lower part of kiln, clinkers form and becomes out of the kiln is measurable sized nodules. We know the moisture content in cement may spoil its properties and form lumps. Therefore, we have to do precisely the heating and evaporation of moist content in the raw material also, since moisture is very bad for strength of cement. If moisture gets absorbed in the cement content and raw material, it is harmful for strength of cement. Next stage is cooling and grinding. After exiting the kiln, the clinker is rapidly cooled down from 2000 degrees centigrade to 100 degrees centigrade by passing air over it. At this stage, different additives are combined with the clinker to be grounded in order to produce the final product. Cement, gypsum added to the ground with clinker regulates the setting time and gives the most important property of cement, that is compressive strength. It allows prevents agglomeration and coating of the powder at the surface of balls and mill wall. Some organic substances such as trihannolamine used at 0.1% of weight are added as grinding aids to avoid powder agglomeration. Other additives sometimes used are ethylene glycol, oleic acid, dodecyl benzene sulfonate. The heat produced by the clinker is circulated back to the kiln. To save energy, the last stage of making cement is final grinding process. In the cement plant, there are rotating drums fitted with steel balls. Clinker, after being cooled, is transferred to these rotating drums and ground into such a fine powder that each pound of contains 150 billion grains. This powder is the final product, which is called as cement. The next stage is packaging stage. Cement is conveyed from grinding mills to silos, that is large storage tank of cement, where it is packed in 20 kilo, 40 kg or 50 kg bags. Most of product is shipped in bulk quantities by trucks, trains or ships, and only a small amount is packed or customer who need small quantities. Generally, the packaging of 50 kg is done by all companies. According to mixing procedure of the manufacture of cement is done by two methods, that is dry process and second is wet process. First is dry process. The both calcareous and argillaceous raw materials are firstly crushed in the gyratory crusher to get 2 to 5 centimeter pieces separately. The crushed materials are again grinded to get fine particles into ball or tube mill. Each finely grinded material is stored in hopper after screening. Now these powdered minerals are mixed in required proportion to get dry raw mix, which is then stored in silos and kept ready to be sent into rotary kiln. Now, the raw materials are mixed in specific proportion so that the average composition of the final product is maintained properly. This shows the flow diagram for manufacturing of cement by dry process, in which calcareous material and argillaceous material is first fed into jaw crusher. From jaw crusher, by using bean, it is provided into mixing pulverizing unit, and from mixing pulverizing unit it is fed into rotary kiln, and by introducing air it is then uh, forwarded to clinker grinder, and at that stage the gypsum is added to form Portland cement. Wet process. The raw material are firstly crushed and made into powdered form and stored in silos. The clay is then washed in washing mills to remove adhering organic matters found in clay. The powdered limestone and water washed clay are sent to flow in the channel and transferred to grinding mills where they are completely mixed and the paste is formed, that is known as slurry. The grinding process can be done in ball or tube mill or even in both. Then the slurry is laid into collecting basin where composition can be adjusted. The slurry contains around 38 to 40% water that is stored in storage tanks and kept ready for the rotary kiln. This shows the flow diagram for making cement by wet process, in which calcareous material and argillaceous material is fed into jaw crusher, then water is added before going to bean, and from bean it is forwarded to mixing pulverizing, and then from mixing pulverizing it is forwarded to rotary kiln, and after entering air it is proceeded for clinker grinder, and by adding gypsum content we can get the final product called as Portland cement. Comparison of dry process and wet process of cement manufacturing. First is criteria of cement, that is hardness of raw material. For dry process it is quite hard, and wet process any type of raw material can be used. Fuel consumption in a dry process is low as compared to wet process. The time of process is lesser in dry process of cement manufacturing than wet process. The quality of dry process cement manufacture is inferior than wet process, as and in wet process the quality is superior as compared to dry process. Cost of production in a dry process is high and cost of production in wet process is low. Overall cost for dry process cement manufacturing is high and overall cost for wet process is less. The physical state is raw mix, that is solid for dry process, and raw material physical state in wet process is slurry, that is semi solid or liquid form. In this session we have discussed about the cement manufacturing process. In next sessions we are going to discuss about other materials like brick, concrete, aggregate. Thank you.